Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Sunday morning, about 20 minutes to 11 in the morning. I will be outside pretty much all day. I've got stuff to do in the garage, and I want to get it cleaned up a little bit and swept up of all the fall leaves that blew in there from the wind. But what I'm going to do, because I know I'm going to be busy all day today, and that way I don't have to keep stopping to make meals. What I'm going to do is, we like to have beer brats and hamburgers and put it in the Hot Logic so it stays warm all day long, and I don't have to worry about coming back to cook a lunch or supper. Well, I'm going to be cooking this about noontime, and it's already going to be for supper. So I have some brats here that I picked up yesterday when I went shopping. And I've got some water coming to a boil. So how I cook my brats is, when the water comes to a boil, I'll put them in there until they're cooked. And then I take them out to the grill, and all I have to do on the grill is brown them. That way it takes a shorter time to cook them on the grill. I don't have to put them on there raw, and it takes longer to cook. So I'm just going to put them in the pot of boiling water, let them cook, and then brown them on the grill. And I'll also be making some hamburger patties and cooking those on the grill. Then I'll cut up an onion and throw some beer in the Hot Logic. So I'll just show you all that as I'm going. So we get these from the meat market, Meatfields. And this is all their making of meat. So yeah, they make all this stuff there. I'll just cut them up. And I am going to be making all 8 of them, plus 3 or 4 hamburgers. As I said, it's going to be for lunch and supper, and possibly a little bit left over for lunch tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the water to come to a boil, and then I'll put all these in there, and I'll just record as I go along. Alright, so yeah, so I'll be in the garage today, and then I have to take everything out of the mudroom because we'll be getting Glenn out in the wheelchair tomorrow. So yeah, everything's got to be completely out of there. And so yeah. Alright, so stay tuned for my day to come. Alright, so I'm just going to start putting the brats in the water. It's got a little bit of a boil, so what I'm going to do is get all the brats in there, turn the burner down. Right now it's on medium. I'll turn it down a little bit, that way it doesn't start boiling and boils over. It's pretty full of water right now, so alright, so that's all there is to that. And I already cut the onion, so I got to make the hamburger patties and get the Hot Logic going. Alright everyone, so this is our bigger Hot Logic, and all it is, for those of you that are new and don't know what Hot Logics are, they're just basically food warmers. They keep food warm, more so juicier type of food. And so this, we have 2 mini Hot Logics, which is what we started out with, and we used them quite a bit. We would take them camping, and then we got this bigger one. So when we had the 2 minis and I was doing videos on it, I reached out to Hot Logic to see if they were interested in a sponsorship, but they don't sponsor videos. But they did say they would send this to me. So they sent me this big Hot Logic carrier, and it actually did not come with the dish. This dish was gifted to me in friend mail by Linda, so I really appreciate it and I love it. So thank you again, Linda, for that. And yeah, so when we make beer brats and burgers, we always put it in the Hot Logic to stay warm all day long. So all you do is plug it in. I'll show you that in a minute. But like I said, I got my onions cut up, and again, this is the only reason we buy beer, is to put in here. So I don't know if that's something you guys do in your states, but in Wisconsin, that's a big thing to do here. So, all right, let me get the bottle opener so I can open these. They're not twist off. I've tried to twist them off and they don't twist off. All right. So just put the, actually I'm just going to throw in all the onions first. Doesn't matter, they'll get covered either way. And then just throw the beer in there. We are, again, not drinkers. I know I don't have to explain myself to you as far as that or anything else for that matter, but I do just to, I mean, this is a part of our life, so I'm just explaining it. So when I was a drinker, back when I was in the Navy, I drank quite a bit, mostly beer. I never really did like the taste of hard liquor, but I did drink like some mixed drinks, more so than ever. But my beer, some of my beers of choice were Stroh's. I don't even know if they sell those anymore. And then Coronas. So yeah, just a backstory. But yes, I did drink quite a bit. I built up quite the tolerance to a lot of beer. But that was me and my young wife. And I don't even like the taste of beer anymore. I'm not sure I ever did. I just always thought it was disgusting. I tried, I think the last time we made beer brats and burgers, I tried a drink. Oh my God, that's disgusting. But it does give the brats and the burgers a good taste. If they're in there long enough for the beer to go through on them, you can taste it in the beer brats and burgers. So usually 3 is a good amount to fill this up, because when I put the brats and burgers in there, it's going to rise. So we usually will buy a 6-pack of Corona and use it twice. All right, so now I'm just going to cover it because I don't have anything else ready to go in there. And again, it's just a food warmer, so it's not going to burn anything. It's just going to start warming up the beer. And that way, when I get done grilling out, I can just bring them in, throw them in there, cover it up, and it's done. So there's a cord there. You just plug it in, and that is it. No settings to do, no nothing. It'll start warming up on its own. And it's got even a little pocket you could carry stuff in. But yeah, we have taken this camping before. We would make like a pot of chili at home and then throw it in here when we get to our campsite and just keep it warm. So that's always actually good. Like our campsite is usually like an hour and a half north of us. And what's a good idea to do, because we have, what is it called, an inverter, babe? We have an inverter that we can plug into the cigarette lighter, and on the other end of the inverter is a 110 plug. So while you're driving, you can actually plug this into your inverter that's plugged into your cigarette lighter, and it'll work. So, so yeah, that's a good thing to do. Like if we got to camp late and our chili or whatever we had in here would already be warm when we got there, so we wouldn't have to cook or anything, just eat some warm food.
Or we can hook it up to our jackery.
Yeah, or the inverter, or just hook it up to the jackery and it would do the same thing. So all right, so that's done. The brats are cooking, and now I'm going to start making some hamburger patties. Alright everyone, so I'm going to start making my hamburger patties. Got some ground beef that I picked up yesterday, and I put them in, divide each hamburger with some parchment paper. So I just kind of cut it in half. This is an old roll. And then cut these into pieces. And this is something Corey let me know. Again, thank you, Corey. It works wonders. For those of you that don't know and are dealing with curling up parchment paper, all you got to do is sprinkle it up like that and put it back up. Done. That works wonders. So thank you so much, Corey, for that tip. All right. And I'll do the same for this. Alright, I'm going to use this plate to put the patties on. I'll put one sheet at the bottom. That way, when I need to get the bottom hamburger patty and put it on the grill, I can just lift it up with this. So, alright, so now I'm going to start making my patties. So we ate the hot tamales last night. I didn't record it. We do have a little bit left over. So just so it doesn't go to waste, what I'm going to do is freeze that. And that could be our lunch for another day. So I used a little over between a pound and a pound and a half for the hot tamales. And then this also is a little over a pound. So instead of getting a bowl, dirtying another bowl, I'm just going to mix all the seasoning inside the hamburger right here. This is onion powder, and seasoned salt. So I don't actually have to take all the seasonings outside and put them on the hamburgers when I put them on the grill. I just put all the seasonings in here. That's pepper. Alright, so I'm just gonna mix it up together. Yeah, normally I would have got a bowl, put it in there. You know what, just put it on here. I could disinfect the area afterwards. I just have some of those Clorox disinfectant wipes that were sent to me in friend mail also. You guys are so good to me. Send me things I need and treats. Alright, so now I'm just going to start making my patties. I'm going to roll them up into balls right now. And that's all I do for this. And then squish them down into patties like I do my smash burgers. But I probably won't do them as thin. And this is 7327, so a lot of it is grease. So it shrinks quite a bit. It's supposed to be like 73 today. But the wind is supposed to pick up, so depending on how windy it is, I might have to close the garage door while I'm doing stuff in there, but hopefully it's not too windy. And it'll be over by the time you see this, but just want to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone, all you moms out there, and that includes you fur baby moms. It takes a lot to take care of fur babies, so you are a mom also. It was kind of a big burger. Alright, so all I've got to do is smash these down, but I got this little piece left, so maybe I'll actually divide it into put a little bit more on each burger. So I have 4 actual burgers, so I'll just reform them. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so this is my 3rd burger I'm smashing down, but for those of you that have not seen me smash down burgers when I make smash burgers, so I've got 2 of them here. So all I do is I put a piece of parchment paper, get my hamburger ball, put parchment paper over it, And this is like a 6-inch, I mean, look at my hand fits in there, a 6-inch griddle, a single sandwich griddle. And I just take the bottom of it and press it down. So you might press it down a little bit more. These are going to shrink considerably. And that's all I do. And then just bring it here, put it right there, and I've got 6 patties. I'll put a cover over that, and those are ready to go. All right, so we're almost ready to go grill. All right, everyone, so I just got done grilling out, so we're going to open up this Hot Logic. Oh, you can see some steam coming out of it. Could smell the beer, that's for sure. And here is our bowl of brats and burgers. We're just going to stick them in here. Those hamburgers did shrink a lot. And this is a good meal to have, just to do it this way if I know I'm going to be busy all day. And that way I cook once and it's ready for 2 to 3 meals. And whatever juice is in there, I'm just going to pour it in there. Cover it back up. And close it up and let it sit. Now that was easy. Now I can go outside without worrying about coming back to cook for supper. Alright, so I have some work to do outside. I don't know if I'm going to record because I just want to honestly get it done. And but I will see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, so I am done in the garage. It's good enough where he can come in and do what he needs to do. But I'll just kind of show you around. I put some stuff in the shed, cleared up the floor, swept all the leaves out of the garage. We do have a blower, but with all the airplanes around, I don't want to get them all dirty or, you know, damage them or whatever. So I'll just kind of give you a quick view of the garage. And so every spring I go through this. I just get it ready for him to come out, and the rest of the summer is on him. Whatever he wants to do in here, it's on him to do it. And I normally don't do anything else in the garage the rest of the spring and summer. So I'll probably have to help him set up some of his airplanes against the wall, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, if he wants, in midsummer, he usually goes through a spat where he wants to sweep it out or blow it out or whatever, and he does that. I don't do that. So, all right, yeah, I'll just show you around. So I am done in the garage. He was supposed to come out today, but yesterday with, I don't even remember with yesterday. Yeah, it just got to the point where I cooked supper, and I would have been just so rushed to get it done, and I just told him just go out on Monday. So he'll be out tomorrow. So yeah, I'll show you around, and then Gypsy and I are going to go in the house, eat lunch, and then I'll get in the mud room and clear that out. Again, it's going to be a stressful situation getting him out in the wheelchair on the ramp. It's going to be a tight squeeze, so my hand's hurting here. So yeah, some of you asked, you know, Glenn's been answering some of the questions. Thanks, babe. But yeah, it would be very stressful. Oh, sorry about that. Glenn was calling on the radio. he said, okay, answered all the questions. So, and he said that probably won't happen again because he doesn't like talking on YouTube. Yes, he is very camera shy. You'll probably never, hardly ever see him on camera. So yeah, he just doesn't like to be on camera at all. So that's fine. But he does exist. So we're gonna go in, have lunch, and as I said, I'm gonna get in the mudroom, clear that out. Yeah, to have him come in and out of the house every single day in summer would not only be stress on him, but it would be very stressful for me as well. So if we just have to do it once for the season and he can be outside every day. Now, you know, for him, he spends all winter long in the house. So for him to be able to be outside in summer, I'm happy for him, you know. So there are many disabled people that don't get out of the house, that are bedridden, and we just don't want that to happen. So whatever works for us, as long as we're okay with it, then that's all that matters, honestly. So yeah, and that just goes with when you're taking care of a disabled person, you have to do stuff for them. That's all there is to it. And when you're married, you know, it's for better, for worse. You know, what would that say about me if he became disabled when he became disabled? Because he wasn't disabled when we got together. What would that say about me if I just left him and didn't take care of him? So this is for better, for worse. This is, you know, the worst part, but we're trying to make it better. And we're doing the best we can and trying to put less stress on both of us. Because once he gets stressed, I get stressed. And so if we just have to bring him out once for the season, as long as we're okay with it, that's all that matters. So, all right, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the garage, and then I'm going to go in and eat lunch because I am hungry. So this is the good thing about what I did with grilling out, putting it in the Hot Logic, and now I just got to go make some brat sandwiches or something. All right, so I'm going to turn around and show you the garage. Okay, so if you remember from a couple of videos when I was working in the trailer, all of this area was cluttered with the plastic cat litter boxes and other stuff. So I cleaned all of that up, took some stuff to the shed. Actually, the empty cat litter tubs and this TV right here, I took pictures. I'm going to put them on Facebook Marketplace. The TV I'm going to put for free. If somebody wants it, come and get it. And cat litter empty tubs. I used to buy that cat litter, as I said in a previous video. When we had to cut our budget down, I went to non-clumping, which is much cheaper. But I still had those empty tubs, so I'm just going to put them up for like $10 for all 6 of them or something on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, we're just going to go through and try to get rid of some stuff. So yeah, if nobody wants a TV, I think I can take it to the city dump, maybe, and we just want to get rid of it. So I cleared out all this. I actually swept all the garage out because there was so many leaves from fall in here. The wind blows them right in. And just kind of cleaned up a little bit. On this wall, I didn't organize that. You know what? Tomorrow's another day. Next week's another week. When it gets done, it gets done. All I cared about was getting this swept up and getting this floor cleared out. So yes, these are his airplanes. He used to do cars. You can see over there on the workbench, he had cars. And he went from cars to airplanes. Now, he does not spend any of the house money on this stuff. If he wants something, he sells something. So when he went from cars, I like that Chevy. From when he went from cars to airplanes, he had to sell his car stuff to get his airplane. So that's the way it goes. He doesn't use any house money for this hobby. It's you know. And he's got some remnants of his car stuff over here. He's actually going to go to an RC sale in the next town over in June. They're going to have where you can sell your RC stuff and buy stuff, and he's actually going to take a lot of this stuff and sell it. So yeah. Yeah, what else? I think I'm going to put a couple of these chairs with the airplanes over here on the empty spot. And we're pretty much done. I'll put the garbage can back under the workbench. And, you know, and some of you might think, wow, if he can do all this RC stuff, why can't he do other stuff? But let me explain something, okay? I would rather him have a hobby that keeps his mind busy, because I don't want him sitting there thinking, I can't do this, I can't do that, because there have been so many winters that he got depressed when he wasn't doing any of this RC stuff. He got so depressed during winter, we just barely got through it. And if you've never dealt with depression, or anybody that's depressed that's close to you, it is difficult, it's hard, and it's hard to live a life where you're dealing with disability as well. So if you've never dealt with anybody with disability or depression, it is not an easy thing. So I don't mind that he's doing this. I'd rather him keep his mind busy than have him sit there get depressed because he can't do anything. No, he can't walk, so even our fishing is limited. We have to find fishing spots that he can roll up on his scooter that is level, and so everything's a challenge. So if this keeps him busy and he's not using the house money, what do I care? Do I have to help him with this? Yes, of course. Again, that goes with taking care of someone with disability, and that's our life. And if we're okay with it, then that's all that matters. So yeah, it's a lot of airplanes. He doesn't fly them all. There are some he hasn't flown yet, but it's a hobby. My hobby, nature photography and crafting and stuff like that. But I don't want him getting depressed, and this keeps his mind busy. So that's okay with me. All right? And if I'm okay with it, that's all that matters. So that's the world we live in. We do our best, and I do my best, he does his best, and is everything perfect? No, absolutely not. But we do what we can do. But all right, that's it. I think the garage looks much better. Like I said, I'm just going to put some of these chairs over here and get the garbage can put back. But yeah, I have other things to do outside, so this is just me getting him set up initially, and then anything else from here is on him. So I got grass to cut still in the backyard. It's high as a jungle now, and so I'm going to have a difficult time with that. And so right now I'm going to go in and have lunch. So all right, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, guys, time to eat. Oh yeah, looks delicious, and I am hungry. This one's for Glenn. He's gonna have his on a roll. All I need is a hot dog bun. All right, so now these are pretty big brats, so I think I can cut one in half to make a double brat. Yeah, let's see how that works. Yeah. All right. There we go. Double brat. And then he's going to have some horseradish mustard. And some ketchup. Oh, I should have just put my brat in there too. And I just usually take ketchup in mine. I don't even need a plate. And some onions. Alright, so that is his double brat. That's all I need right now. If I want another one, obviously if we want more, we'll just get more. And what I'm going to do, since I took 2 brats out, is get these other ones below. Alright, and you can leave this plugged in all day long. It's not going to burn anything. Alright, that's all there is to it. I'm going to eat lunch now and get to the mudroom in a little bit. Okay, so I do need a plate. Glenn just reminded me we have the chips and dip. So we're going to have some chips and dip with that. This French onion dip. I'm going to sit down for a little bit, either watch some YouTube videos or something, I don't know. And now, if we're not hungry, we can eat whatever time we want to for supper, because it's already going to be warmed up. Alright, now I'm done. Now I'm ready to eat.